Alright, to be able to print out your package design, it has to be organized in such a fashion that you have a print and then a cut. Okay? These are my cut, print. Alright, so all elements, like lines for example, I can go select same stroke weight and then move those up to the cut layer. Now what I'll need to do is put a dot in the exact center of this document, and also make sure that it's 8.5 by 11. So under document setup, edit artboards, is in fact 8.5 by 11. Good. Let's get out of artboard by going to the black arrow. Let's go into view and then go show rulers. So that means I can place a dot exactly at 5.5 by 4.25. So what I do here is I'm dragging these rulers out so that I can find the exact center of the document. And you can use a dot or I can use a crosshair. Some students prefer crosshair. And the crosshair needs to show up on the print. So we move that over to the print layer. Okay. Good. So shut the cut layer off and go ahead and print that on the heaviest cardstock you can manage. You'll take this AI file over to the laser cutter and I'll show you how that works. You can also use 11 by 17 paper. You just have to have a paper that fits a paper tray in our color laser printer. Alright, to do the package design, make sure that your dot is in the middle. You can measure this even with a ruler to make sure it's absolutely in the middle. It's going to be off just a little bit because of the printer. Let's turn on the laser cutter. You're going to find a ruler and you're going to put it here. That's to escape the margin that the printer has. Then you're going to put this dead flat against the ruler. You do XY off, go, and pointer on. And you put your dot right in the center of that X. Once you're done, you do a set home and close the lid. Also, because it's going to be using cut, make sure you turn that on. Alright, with the document open, make sure the cut layer is present. And kind of double check a few things, like for instance, if I click on a green line, I should be able to go over to this color and double click on it and see that it is 255 green. Okay. Also make sure that your document setup color mode is RGB. With those two in place, you can do the following. File, print. Setup. Choose the icon that's vivid. These two are wrong. This one's correct. Go to Preferences. And we're going to use autofocus, center engraving, page center. Okay, very important. I want vector, horizontal, it would be 11. This one's going to be 8.5. And for my vector speed, it's written on the wall, so it's going to be different every year and anytime you watch this video, so please make sure that you're using the settings that are on that wall. So don't use the settings that are in this video. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, under color mapping, you go color mapping. Same with this. This is the score. And this changes every year too. Only because we upgrade the laser to be more powerful, and in this case I got 100% speed, 7% power, 5000 frequency. I only need this to vector. Okay. I need to hit this arrow in order for it to work and hit OK. And print. The preview window does not match, so it says 11 by 8.5. This should, so you go to setup, print. Now it does match. And now I can hit print. And now you can hit go on the laser cutter. You should see the data. When I hit go, it'll adjust the height. It'll do all the green lines, I think first. Nope, cut lines first. You can definitely see the difference. There we go. I should be able to take this out, and if it's done correctly, I should be able to fold this, and there should be a lot of sturdiness behind it. A lot of times I see these get turned in where they're barely hanging on by a thread because the power was too much. So if they are, please adjust your power to be down on the green. There's my finished package design. Also make adjustments to anything that you might need, like centering of things. For instance, this is a good example. Like, why would I put that there? This needs to go up this way. This needs to be more centered, and that needs to be more centered. These are things that happen in the design itself, not the fault of the laser cutter, but in the design. Cool. Hope you enjoyed.